thin strip of asphalt is all that connects Isle de Jean Charles to the Louisiana coast.
The island cemetery?
Chris Brunet's Native American ancestors fled to these remote marshes in the 1800s to escape white settlers.
We've been over here for generations, and so since we are Native Americans, we are tied to the land.
But that land is eroding into the Gulf of Mexico. Isle de Jean Charles has shrunk 98% since the 1950s. Canals for oil and gas drilling and pipelines have eaten away land across coastal Louisiana. Climate change is dealing the final blow as rising seas accelerate the erosion. Brunet has spent his whole life on Isle de Jean Charles, but he says the shrinkage of his island home forced his hand.
It causes people to make decisions they don't want to make, and they're almost forced to make that decision because of climate change.
Where we're walking right now will be houses in less than a year.
Pat Forbes heads Louisiana's Office of Community Development. His office oversees a $48 million federal grant to relocate island residents to this new community about 55 kilometers northwest.
While we hate that we have to do this to create this opportunity, we're glad that we can.
The grant from the federal housing agency called HUD is the first to resettle a community threatened by climate change, but likely not the last, as more and more people flee climate disasters, Forbes says.
HUD wanted us to do something that helps all of us learn how to do this better, because there's going to be a lot of it going on.
The project is unique in another way, he adds.
All we've ever done in the past, for the most part, is give people money to go find a house somewhere. And when you do that, the whole community falls apart, spreads out all over the place.
That song is good.
Nearly all of the close-knit community of Isle de Jean Charles will relocate together. Brunet's niece and nephew will join him when the development is finished sometime in 2022. Experts say community can be as important to people as safety. Still, Brunet faces the move with mixed feelings.
It's like uprooting a tree and moving to some other place, and you can only hope that the roots from that tree is going to take into that new ground. That's how I am. You're building me a house, but it's not my home yet.
Uprooted by climate change, experts say more and more people will be forced to build not just new houses, but new homes. Steve Baragona, VOA News, Isle de Jean Charles, Louisiana.